Hello. Just trying to get my phone. Good morning, Tara. Just trying to get my phone set up. Nope, it doesn't want to work today. Okay, good. This is awesome. Oh, goodness. Okay. I feel like I'm still tilted, but I don't know. Okay. Just stay. Stay, phone. Stay. What a morning. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday morning, and it is, I don't know how to say this. It is Monday to me, okay? I'm having that kind of morning, if you will. Okay, so, good morning. Oh, you know what? I'm having such a Monday. Okay, BRB. I just have to go get my sponge. Damp. Hold on. I'll be right there. BRB, wait for me. I'm coming back. I'm back. I just had to get my, almost fell off my chair. I had to get my sponge. I'm telling you guys, it has been a Monday. And it's only 9:30 in the morning for me. This is going to be a rough day, if this is any indication. Okay, I think I have everything now. I have brushes. I think I have my makeup all out. Hopefully, we will be good here. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm excited. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and it's actually going to be a get ready with me for something. Over lunch break, we are going to go get our new driver's licenses because we've moved like 3 months ago, and I think you're supposed to get like an updated license like right away, but we haven't. So we're going to go get those today, and we're going to need like new photos. So that's what I'm going to try to get ready for today. I see that it's International Dog Day. That's so exciting. I'll have to do something for the girl. It is currently raining outside, so she's very angry. I can hear her pacing. She's very upset. All she wants to do is be outside, but it's raining right now, so yeah, so that's gonna be my get ready with me today for my driver's license photo. I know, Megan, my license photos, oh man. Make sure I don't have a powder that doesn't have flashback. Ooh, the powder I grabbed is one that I'm just trying out. I guess this could be a wear test for it. Ooh, is this like really what I want to put it to the test with though? I have that new By Terry powder that I tried in Friday's video, but I don't know if it has flashback to it. Woo! Might just have to test that out. Yeah, I've only ever had one driver's license photo that looked great. Like even my mom was like, "Were you trying to audition for America's Next Top Model?" Or like, "What is this photo?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know how this happened." And everything else, like every other time, it's just been terrible. So, it says you're homesick today. Well, I hope that you feel better soon. That's a bummer. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should grab. I'm trying to think of like if I have any other powders in this room that I could grab quickly. I was just gonna do a little bit on my under eyes. I wasn't gonna do my whole face, so still don't know if I should chance it here. But yeah, so I'm gonna start getting ready for that. So first I'm gonna use from Fourth Ray Beauty this Papaya face milk that I just got, and I wanna be trying it here. But also, of course, for today's video, I'm doing a live for my August challenge that I've been running, which is crazy that it's almost over. Saturday is the final day of August, so it's the last day of this challenge. So that's kind of crazy, but I was looking on the calendar this morning. I was sending out a newsletter, and I was looking at the calendar, and for today, day 26, what I have on the calendar is to ask for feedback. So I thought we could chat about that too in the beginning, just kind of get ready here. But so I have on the calendar ask for feedback, and that could be, you know, a friend or a family member or a coworker, your boss. You know, we've kind of talked before about like asking for wisdom, and that's you know, kind of asking for advice and, you know, that sort of thing. And oh, get ready with me for a passport photo. That'd be a good one. I don't really know like the different, like I don't like, I'm just getting ready pretty much like normal. I'm just like, I have something that I'm gonna do after this. So I don't really know how to make it like different or special, but I should watch her video. That sounds fun. Uh but yeah, so to ask for feedback for me, this is what, like, every once in a while, I usually ask my husband. I'll usually ask him, like, how do you think I'm doing on this or that sort of thing. He's usually kind of like my go-to person. I mean, obviously he sees me every single day, and you know, I tell him all my stories and things like that. So, and a lot of times too, like recently, it's been about like mental health and like getting in my own mind and things. And so I'll ask him like, hey, what, like in this situation, like how do you think I reacted? Or like what do you think I could do better? Or I don't know, just like things like that. That's what I ask him a lot. But again, this could be like friends, family, um, you know, coworkers, like I said, like a boss, anything like that, just to be able to get some feedback, because I think it's really nice to be able to ask others like what they think, because I think it can be an enlightening conversation too. Because some people will, I mean, I have some friends like when I've asked for feedback, like, hey, how, like, you know, this is how I handle the situation. Like, how would you handle the situation? You know, you can kind of learn a lot. Oh, coffee's still really hot. You can definitely learn a lot, but also it's just nice to be able to get feedback on yourself and like maybe certain areas. How do I want to say this? It's hard like looking at yourself, because a lot of times it's like I'll either think, I feel like I'm on two ends of the perspective. I'm either like, I did everything great and awesome and wonderful, or I'm like, you did everything wrong. You're terrible. Like I really don't have like an in between. And so it's nice to be able to ask other people, because I feel like anytime I've ever asked anybody else for feedback, they've said something to me that I didn't realize, or I wasn't taking into consideration, or I wouldn't have thought of myself. And so that's what's been really helpful to me. And yeah, Julie, you said the same thing. Feedback from others can be so helpful, seeing yourself from a different perspective. Yeah, and that's really what I wanted the day to be about, because I've definitely learned a lot when I've done that. It can also like, it can be kind of scary, you know, I mean, depending on like who you're asking or like what you're asking or things like that. But Maria says, I don't see my boss much, so I rely more on the girls I work with and their opinions. It's definitely different working nights. Oh yeah, I agree. Christy says, I don't have to ask, my family just gives it freely. We've always been that way. Well, I mean, that can be good or bad, probably like depending on the day. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think that it's nice to get feedback from others, and it can be helpful. I'm going to do the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I'm in the shade 450, and I'm using my Dose of Colors sponge that I ran to get damp as I was starting this live, because I'm awesome. So yeah, that's just what I have on the calendar today. So I wanted to touch on it in case, you know, you're just here for the challenge videos, ask for feedback. So I would love to get, you know, your thoughts. Like, is this something that you do? Is this something that maybe it's like going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone that you're doing? Do you offer this to other people? Like, you know, do you have anyone in your life that maybe asks for feedback from time to time? I'd love to know. April says, my husband will pat my hand. Oh, shoot, it went. I went too fast. Okay. Can I? Hold on, let me see. Aha! Pat my hand or look at me after a conversation and be like, you did great, sweetie. Usually because I bite my tongue and didn't comment on their stupidity. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, nope, no nacho place here. Ashley says my 3-year-old gives lots of feedback. I bet. Yeah. Kids can be brutal when it comes to their feedback, man. They really tell you. They tell you what's up. They don't care. They don't care. Oh, man. Also, Jen says, I always go to my husband typically saying, am I crazy or is this just me? LOL. Yeah, it's nice to have someone, you know, whether it be a friend or a spouse or, you know, family member, just to be able to like, hey, am I on this, like, would you look at this and think the same way I am, or am I like totally on the wrong page? Like, I've had to go to Mitch that a lot too. Um, just it's just helpful to get some other, feedback, if you will. Megan says I like to take pictures of things my husband was supposed to do. That's awesome. That's funny. Oh, so for the lives, I was looking over the challenge calendar, and I decided to do a live today because, ask for feedback. I thought I could touch on it fairly quickly. And like I said, we've kind of talked about asking for wisdom and stuff too. So I thought that, we could work it into a live. And also tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm going to do a live also. I was thinking of doing Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon, and Wednesday evening like I did last week. But it was like right this morning as I was getting ready to send out the challenge newsletter. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I got an email from my allergy doctor that they scheduled me my appointment for tomorrow. So I wouldn't be able to do the afternoon live, but I'm gonna do a live tomorrow evening, and then Wednesday afternoon instead. So I'm just kind of like flip-flopping those days around, if you will. So yeah, I'll have a live tomorrow at, oh shoot, what time did I say? 5 o'clock? 5:30. I can't remember. I put it out in the challenge newsletter. So if you're here for the challenge, I put it out in the newsletter, but I had the time set and then I had to switch them, early this morning. So now I'm kind of like, wait, what did I do? And then Wednesday, I think I said 12:30. I think I said tomorrow at 5 and Wednesday at 12:30. Oh shoot, Natalie said you think it goes 5:30. I can't remember. Whatever I put in the newsletter, I will put it in, once this goes back as the playback, I'll put it in the description box, and I will also put it on my community tab, and I put it on my Instagram stories too. But yeah, so tomorrow evening, Wednesday afternoon, this is the Dose of Colors sponge that I'm using with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I do want to do the live chats going into September. I might do either like one a week or maybe every other week or something along those lines is kind of what I was thinking. And maybe like switching up the times. Like, I don't know if I should do a specific day, like have it always be on this day, and then just switch around the time frame to try to let, oh, the newsletter says Tuesday at 5. Okay. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. CST, Wednesday at 12:30 CST is what I'm going to be doing for the live chats. So I'm glad I didn't think I would hear back from my, like, redness on my neck from my allergies are really, really bad today. So I'm excited to get I get an allergy injection. So I'm going to be excited to get that tomorrow. So I was glad I got the email from them literally as I was putting together the newsletter with the times. I was like, oh. So, I love that everyone's saying where they're from: New Jersey, Germany, Montana, Oregon, Georgia. Oh, someone said you always wear a dark shirt when you get these photos because the background's white. That's a good one. Oh, Carrie, you're from Iowa. So cool. Where at? New York, Raleigh, Texas, San Francisco. Another Iowa. Amanda, you're from Iowa. Oh, you got the Hawks colors in there. Rhode Island, North Carolina, Illinois, Philippines, Pennsylvania. Wow. Oh, near Cedar Rapids. Okay, cool. Wow, all kinds of people. Okay, so now I'm to the point of powder, but I'm kind of afraid. Oh, let me see. I have some face palettes sitting on the ground, actually. I'm just going to grab my Pur Contour Diaries. I'm going to use the shade Charm out of here instead, just in case, because if you guys are just popping on, I'm getting my new driver's license photo today. I think I put it in the title too, but it's kind of what I'm getting ready for. My husband and I are going to go get our new licenses over lunch, and I was kind of afraid about my By Terry powder because I don't know if it leaves a flashback yet because I haven't tried it enough. So I'm just going to use Charm out of my Pure face palette. I'm filming ranking my face palette, so I have a bunch of them sitting here because I still have to film like the up close shots of all of them. And this brush is the Morphe JH08. It's in my makeup bag that I brought. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this, and I'm I'm just going to put it on my under eyes. I don't feel like I really need to powder with that L'Oreal foundation, and I don't want to be looking crazy in the photos. I remember the last time I got my, how often do you have to get new photos? I think it's, how many years is your license good for? Maybe like 5 years or something. I think your license is good for, like, until it expires. And then typically, I believe when you go to renew, you have to get a new photo. But mine, we just moved, so that's why we have to get new ones. And, oh, 10 year. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure for sure how long it is. Mine expires next year, but I want to get it because of our address change and all of that. And I don't know for sure. I feel like things are always changing. I don't know if you have to get a new photo if you're just updating like your address information, but I want to get a new photo because it's like, let's see if we can do better than we did last time. Because yeah, I'm gonna just do it a little bit where I put the concealer like on my chin and stuff. It's my last photo. I remember getting it, and the guy like took my photo, and I looked at it, like they let me like come around to like see the photo, and it was not good. And the guy goes, "You are so beautiful." I was like, really? Like, he was so nice to me. I was like, I don't know if you're like trying to like make me feel better because that was a terrible photo, but okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna see. Hopefully they'll let us retake a photo or whatnot, but I mean, it's probably gonna end up being worse. So let's just be serious there. But at least I can say I tried. You know what I mean? Oh man, we'll just give it a shot here. Okay. And we're going to take the Makeup Forever S112 contour and my Sigma Powder Sweep F06. Again, on the playback, I'll come back and I'll put in everything that I used in the video. If there's anything that you have questions on or anything that you want to check out. I looked slap happy drunk and she did it purposely. I know, man. Like, oh man, driver's license photos are the worst. It's like, at least I can like try with my makeup and see how we do. But yeah, let's see. Does anyone know what time the new ABH collection launches? I don't. Sarah says the worst is when they tell you not to smile. I know. Like, what are you supposed to do? Just, I feel like that's just like awkward. Like, I want to smile or do something. I always try to like smile, with my eyes. But then that's how I end up looking, like, like I try to be Tyra Banks and instead I'm like, it doesn't work out for me. Oh man, I tell you. We'll see. We're in a small town now, so I think that it'll be interesting to see, like, will they let us retake a photo if we don't like it? Because when we got our passport photos, we got to take those photos like as many times as we wanted until we were like, yeah, that looks pretty good. But it was also my husband's mom, it was my mother-in-law taking our photo, so she just let us keep taking it until we were happy. I don't think we know the people who is going to take our photos here, but I'm like, maybe they'll let us like retake it until we're happy. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I've only ever had one good driver's license photo since I was, 16 years old or whatever it is. So not doing great over here. I also need to get the like stars on there for traveling and stuff. So I need to make sure I have all of like our bills and stuff that we need to bring. And oh, Jessica says you can retake 3 times. I hope so. Because I feel like it'll be like 1 and 2 and 3. Like, those are my photos. I can just see it now. I can see it now. Okay. Oh, I saw someone's at work. You're just saying hello. Hello, guys. Let's see. For my bronzer, I just keep so many different brushes in here, so I just grab it when I'm like doing makeup. I'm like, hopefully I have everything in here that I need. I usually never know. The star thing, Rochelle, has to do with flying. I believe it's by October of 2020. You have to have these stars on your licenses in order to fly. or otherwise, like if you try to fly, you'll have to be like questioned and like taken aside and questioned. And I think it's something about like verifying that you're not like on any watch lists or something like that. I don't really know for sure. I just, every time I go to the airport now, oh, it's this October. Oh, I thought it was October of next year. Ooh. I'm not sure if it's US only. I've only ever seen it in our US airports, and that's been like the 2 times I've been to the airport the last like year or whatnot. So I'm not exactly sure, but I want to just make sure that I get it done. I'm going to use the Milani Bronzer in 01, and this is the Morphe R2. Yeah, and it sounds like, I don't know, I was talking to someone else about it. You know, it's kind of one of those things where like there's not a ton of different information, at least that I have seen or whatnot. So then of course, like it always seems to be like speculating, like I think it's because of this or because of that, or you got to do this or you got to do that. And someone was telling me that they think it's pretty much like the TSA pre-check or something, where like, so I have the, is that what it's called? The TSA pre-check? I did that before. There was a couple times where I was flying. I did like an author conference that I was speaking at, and then I was going to the Gen Beauty last year. So I decided to get the TSA pre-check. Oh, and then we did go on vacation in February too. And I wanted the pre-check so you can kind of like be in the shorter line and you don't have to like take your shoes off or your laptop out, which is always my biggest fear. Oh, take my marriage license. Oh no. So I think I'm okay because mine's already been changed. You might have been talking to someone else. So what was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, my biggest fear is about my laptops. Oh, because I've read one too many books where, you know, like in the airport, you have to take your laptop out of the bag and like put it separately in a thing. And then I'm so afraid someone else is going to grab my laptop and I'm going to grab someone else's laptop and I'm going to get to my place and be like, oh, this is my wrong laptop. And then of course, like in the books, it's like a government official, you know, laptop that's been stolen and then, you know, people end up dying and it's like, ah, you know, like I don't want that to happen to me. Like if someone got my laptop, they'd just be like, wow, this girl has a lot of photos of herself. That's weird, you know? But like knowing me, like I'd get like, you know, the wrong laptop and then I'd have, you know, people coming after me or something. It's, you know, it's not okay. So every time I travel and I grab my laptop back, I literally, like I open it up and I look at it. Sometimes I even turn it on. Just, you know, what if we have like the same model laptop? I don't know. Just got to make sure that my screen pops up and it's all good because, geez, I tell you guys, like that's some scary stuff, you know? So to be able to do the TSA pre-check, not have to take my shoes off, which, who likes that, especially if we're on flip-flops, and then not having to take my laptop out. That's pretty great for me. Like, I know you can like go through a shorter line and that's nice and everything, but I'm like not taking my laptop out. Pretty much sold me on doing the TSA pre-check. But people were saying that they think the stars thing is basically going to be like that. So I don't know for sure because I can't remember exactly for sure how much the TSA pre-check costs, but it costs money to do it. And you had to go and like get interviewed and, you know, obviously like a background check and fingerprints and, you know, all this other stuff. Oh yeah, put a sticker on it so I know it's mine. That's a good idea. I don't know why I've never thought of that. That is a really good idea. So yeah, so I don't know if our like TSA pre-check is going to be going away. It's going to be going to this. I'm really not sure. You know, I think it's just like everyone's like kind of speculating different things. Global entry is awesome. It's a TSA pre-check plus it gets you through customs faster. It's about $150, but completely worth it. That sounds nice. I don't know if I travel internationally enough, but maybe I could get it in hopes that maybe I'll travel internationally. I don't know if that's a good reason, but I like it. I wish I traveled more for sure. I'm super excited. I am going to the Ipsy Live, I think it's now. I don't know what it's called. I don't think it's called Generation Beauty anymore, but I'm going to the Ipsy event in October in New York, so I'm super excited for that. Forward to it. I know Angelica's going. I think Karen Harris is going. I think Kelly Gooch is going. I don't know if she said for sure if she's going, but I think she's going. I'm hoping Ashley Clady can go. She is pregnant, so I know that she's kind of waiting to make sure. My niece is going, which I'm super excited about. So it's going to be kind of a work trip slash like little vacation with me because I'm going to do some tourist things with my niece who's, is she 20? I never want to say that she's 20. think she's 20. In my mind, she's 12. So that's, oh man, that's kind of crazy. I'm going to use, which blush do I want to use? I have my 2 blushes. Oh yeah, I need to. I just saw yesterday that Angelica's doing her collab. I have her video up. I need to watch her video. She's doing a collab with Davina. That's so, oh, that's so cool. I saw on Instagram the photo, but I want to see her video and just like hear her talk about it and the swatches and everything. But I think, did she say it's coming out this week? It might be coming out this week. So yeah, that's so cool. That's so, oh man, that's so exciting. I think it's such a good collab. Like, yeah, Wednesday. Okay, yeah. I thought it was this week. I just think that's so exciting. What do you guys think? Should I use Lunar Has It or Space? What is this one? Give Me Space? Give Me Space? Let me see. I Need Space. Lunar Has It. I Need Space. Releases the 28th, yeah. Okay, Sarah says Give Me Space. Okay. We were first, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Give Me Space from Colourpop and Kathleen Lates. Yeah, we're gonna go to Madelka says she's going with me. Yeah, we're going to the like Creator Day stuff together, which I'm super excited about. So that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet her. I hope I get to meet a bunch of people. Pretty. Yeah, I hope I get to meet a bunch of people. I'm super excited about it. And oh, okay. And I got a direct flight. Woo! Because if you guys remember last year, when I went to Gen Beauty, oh my gosh, I had a really, really bad travel experience. And I have traveled quite a bit or like flown quite a bit. My family is Army, so I have, I have flown a lot since I was very young, to see them and everything. And that truly was one of the worst travel experiences. And I just was so overwhelmed. It was so bad. And I was so embarrassed because I felt like it kind of threw me off the whole time. Like, yay for the direct flight saves the drama from last year. Yeah, I felt like it threw me off the entire time. I couldn't get back. Like, I couldn't just get back to being myself because I had multiple panic attacks in public, which I was super embarrassed about, in front of like strangers, in front of the hotel people trying to check me in. Like at one point, like when I checked into this hotel, it kind of almost reminded me of like a restaurant with like the hostess station. Like instead of being like, I'm used to like a lot of our hotels here, there's like a lobby with a desk and you check in and then you go to the hotel. This was like you got in and you took the escalator up and then there was like pool tables and like people hanging out and having a good time. And then there was like this hostess stand and that's where you checked in. And when they told me I couldn't check in because I got there before Ashley and the room was under Ashley's name and they told me I couldn't check in, I just had and that's normally something like that's happened so many times with friends, it's under a friend's name. We get there first and it's like, no big deal. I'll just go do this or I'll just sit down and read a book. Like, it's fine. And they're like, no, you can't check in. And I just lost it. I was hiding behind the hostess stand because I didn't want anyone to see me. And like one of the hostesses was like trying to pat my shoulder and the other one's bringing me water. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It's just been a really bad day of traveling. And I'm just so overwhelmed. Like, oh, it was so bad. But I got it. I got a direct flight, which I'm super excited about. And I think that it's going to really help me out. So I'm very happy about that. I wasn't sure at first. Like I was kind of like, not really sure. Like, should I can I make this work? Can I make this trip work? And all these different things. And then I saw a direct flight. I was like, mine, because we usually can't find direct flights out of here, like anywhere. Like getting a direct flight is super challenging to find out of Iowa. So when I saw a direct flight, I was like, it's a sign. It's got to be a sign. I'm gonna go. So then that's like why I booked it, because I got a direct flight. But I'm very happy about that. Okay. All right. Onward. Should I spray my face? Shoot, I didn't grab a setting spray. Interesting. I'm now like looking around the room again. Like, do I have anything in this room? How did I forget? Oh, I have I have the Dewy Set in the bag here, but no, I think the Dewy Set will be okay with this foundation. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Okay. I also, like, at last minute, like, I just grabbed out my, shot my stash bag here. I'm just going to spray my face a little bit. The Dewy Set, it's very easy to go overboard. So, the foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. It's easy to go overboard with the Dewy Set, so I just wanted to, like, casually, real casual, hit my face with that before we start into the eyeshadow. Okay, for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Persona palette, the Identity 2 palette. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the trip. I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to use the Identity 2 palette. So I used this palette in Friday's Trying New Makeup also, and I actually used this blue shade. I had a different shade in mind with like this shade and this, yeah, and the Honest shimmer, and then I went like on a totally different path. I was doing like my version of a cut crease, like with the concealer. It's really not that deep. But then I used the blue. I was like, what? So I'm just going to do something a little bit more me today. And, you know, since I am doing the photos and stuff, I don't want to go like too out of the box yet. Let me see what brushes I brought. Okay. I think I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to kind of start the same way. I'm going to go in with Kind. I have a couple of Colourpop brushes here. This is the E4. So I'm just going to place this all along my lid. Oh, I need to do my brows. Ooh. Did I bring a brow pencil? That I don't know. We'll just do the eyes first and then see how we do. Do I like the Colourpop brushes? I do. I actually, this morning, like just a little bit before I went live, I posted a hits and misses video. There's a bunch of different reviews in there, but I also reviewed the whole Colourpop Orange collection, including the brushes that came in that set. And I said that I like them. I do like them. They feel nice and soft. Like, I feel like they're pretty good quality. So I've been happy with them. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this brush here. This is the E1. Yay! Molly's here. What up, Molly? Let's see. First, I'm going to go in with Loyal and the E1, and I'm just going to put this into my crease here. Jessica says, where's your favorite place to go to for a vacation? That's a good question. I love traveling. I love going just like anywhere. But I also really like when I am traveling, I like to be able to, like, how do I say this? Like, even when I go to places, like earlier this year, we went to Punta Cana, and it was very much like a relaxing vacation and like beach and pool and all of that. But I always like to be able to go like off the resort for a little bit and, you know, kind of just maybe do one of the like guided tours, but also kind of learn a little bit about like where I am and how the lifestyle is there. And, you know, one of my most like fascinating trips, well, I mean, definitely my most fascinating, I would say, would have to be Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam my freshman year of college. I was a travel major at school, and part of our curriculum was that we would plan a trip. Like it was our job to plan every single detail of this trip, flights and hotels, and, you know, like where we would find food and like what we would do there. But then we actually got to take the trip, which was pretty great. So the first year we went to Amsterdam, and that was, I feel like I learned so much over there. It was just, that was the first time that that was the first time I'd ever been out of the US. And that was the first time I've just really seen a very different culture, a very different lifestyle. Because yes, at that point, you know, I'd already traveled quite a bit to see my family, and I like traveled to the South and, you know, different things like that. And it's like, yeah, you know, things are a little bit different here. People talk differently than me, or, you know, kind of things like that. but that was the first time of like really having like a very eye-opening experience. And one of the things that I really took away from that trip was when we first got there, I kept saying things like, that's so weird. That's so weird. You know, like, oh, people do that. That's weird. And in the middle of that trip, I'm 18 years old. I actually turned 19. I celebrate my 19th birthday in Amsterdam, which was fun. But you know, as we're over there, I keep hearing myself say, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird. And I had to like have a talk with myself, like, that's not weird, Samantha. It's just different from what you're used to. Because then I felt bad because it was for like 3 days straight. I was like, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird. I'm like, that's not weird. Like, it's just different from you. And just, it's just, you know, it's simply just like different, I guess. So that was one thing, like, that's a big part of my Amsterdam trip that I always remember, is having to have this talk with myself of, you know, you could upset people by saying like, that's weird, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of learned that at a young age, but that really was such, like, we just got so much different culture in that trip. We visited so much, the museums. I mean, we went to the Anne Frank house, which was one of the more emotional things that I've ever done. I'm just looking for another brush here. I don't see one that I want to use. Let me see. Maybe I'll just use this one from Sigma. This is the Sigma E38. I'm going to use this one. But I loved my Amsterdam trip. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Passionate also. But then was it for our honeymoon, we went to St. Lucia, Mitch and I, and we did like this boat tour. Like, you were able to like snorkel and, you know, different things like that. But then they took us into the town there to go like shopping and, you know, different things like that. And I just thought it was so interesting that when we pulled up, there was a bunch of little kids like waiting there, like little boys waiting, and we get off and they're like, we want to be your tour guide. Like we'll take you around and we'll show you where to go. And we're like, okay, like awesome, cool. And I just had like truly, if you ask me like what was your favorite part of your honeymoon, I always bring up this boat trip and talking to these little boys. So I was like, where do you live? What do you like about school? What do you do after school? Like, I was like grilling them. I was like, I was just so interested to learn about their lives, and it was just so interesting to hear them talk and like what they wanted to be when they grew up and what they do after school. Like, that part to me is what's most interesting. Like, what's their favorite foods? Like, that part to me, I think is really interesting. So like, I love going places where I can, you know, yeah, I can sit on the beach or sit by the pool and there's, you know, warm weather and stuff, but I'd love to be able to have the opportunities to have a learning experience. That's why I like travel so much, and that's why it's so interesting to me, is like those sort of aspects. So yeah, okay, so I'm just putting, this is Passionate, into my crease also. I'm just going to do something pretty simple and easy. I see we're nearly at the 40-minute mark, so I need to like step on it right now. Let's see, that side is dirty. I will not use that brush. Joey said, I would much prefer a learning experience over relaxing. Yeah, I just think it's so interesting. Yvette says, it's fascinating to learn about other cultures and nice when you take an interest in what things are really like for others. Yeah, I agree, because it's, like I said, it's just always an opportunity to learn, which I think is awesome. I'm going to take a little bit of Honest, and I'm going to use the Sigma E54 and just pop this onto the inner part of the eye. When I used that blue shimmer out of this Persona palette, I didn't even spray my brush because it was just so beautiful, which I don't think I'm going to spray my brush either with this one. I think the shade's really pretty too. Rochelle says you're enjoying your Colourpop brush. Good. Yeah, I like the Colourpop brushes, and they're really affordable, and they have a bunch of different sets too, so. Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that. Ooh, I'm trying to like speed up now. I feel like I'm gonna try to hurry. Let's see. Did I go to the 30th anniversary celebration of the Field of Dreams movie when it was filmed in Iowa in June? I did not go, but if you guys want to hear a fun fact about me and my family, if you guys haven't heard, Field of Dreams is a movie, and it was filmed in Iowa, and it stars like Kevin Costner. Pretty much my entire family is in that movie, except for me. Do you guys want to know why I wasn't in that movie? I was too old. I was 9 months old. No, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, but that is a true story. So I don't even really know how my whole family got involved in this movie, but pretty much everyone's in there. Like my mom's in there, like my grandparents are in there. My sister was actually the, what do they call them? Like the stand-in or like the double for the main gal who's like, I think she's like a teenager in the movie. My sister was her like double. So she has a bunch of pictures with like Kevin Costner and stuff. I was going to be in the movie, but I was too old at 9 months. They needed a younger baby. So my cousin got it. Okay. She was 6 months old. I'm like, what? 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 So, I mean, you know, if I ever talk about having like age issues, it's because it started for me at a very young age, okay? Being told at 9 months that you're too old to be in a movie. That's rough. I'm using the Milk CEO liner. Of course, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm just kidding. And I think it was actually just for like photos. There's like photos in the beginning of the movie, and there's a baby in these photos. That's actually one of my cousins. Should have been me. I mean, I'm not mad. I don't hold this over my cousin's head until this very day. Don't hold a grudge like that, you know? But, you know, sometimes I look at her and I'm like, really? 3 months. 3 months. Or wait, are we 3 months apart? I think so. I don't know. Something like that. How many cousins do I have? I have a lot of cousins. I don't even know off the top of my head. I would have to like take a minute to count. I have a lot of cousins and I have a lot of second cousins. But yeah, so if you ever watch Field of Dreams, you'll see my whole family in there. Just not me. Don't look for me. I'm not in there. I'm just on the sidelines, you know? I'm using the Riki Cutie mirror, and this is now available at Ulta. I just had someone tag me to say that you found these mirrors at Ulta Beauty, so yeah, I only have one side of my family. I only have my mom's side, but it's not like, I don't know. See, sometimes I think my family isn't super big because I think it's because I don't have two sides, whereas I hear other people that are like, I have this many on this side and this many on this side. I'm like, I just have my mom, but I still feel like we have a pretty large family for just having the one side. I'm going to use, I'm trying to think if that would be like an interesting topic for a video, is talking about like, I don't even know. I think I've said it on YouTube. I know I've done like a blog post about it too, but I don't know if I've said it on YouTube, that I'm actually from a sperm donor. So, and I don't know if that'd be interesting to hear like how I was told, because that story is a doozy. Like how I was told, and like, you know, doing like the 23andMe and like finding siblings on there, like other, you know, siblings from the same like donor and stuff like that. It's been a really interesting process. For my lower lash line, I'm just going to do a little bit of Loyal and Passionate and just run those together on a pencil brush. But yeah, I was thinking, I've always kind of thought about doing a video about it, or, you know, something like that. But I don't know. It's kind of, sometimes it's kind of hard too when I'm trying to think of topics, because, you know, obviously there's other people involved, like obviously like my mom is involved in all of that. And I never want to like overstep my boundaries or tell someone, I don't want to tell someone else's story, if that makes sense, but I do want to tell my story, you know? And some things, you know, people are a little bit more, you know, want to keep a little bit more personal, but like I said, like I've written like blog posts about this already too, and, you know, stuff like that, because it really was quite life-changing for me to find that out. I actually didn't find out until I was 23. So, and it really, it truly was life-changing to hear that, because I didn't know for so long. And I mean, you guys know if you follow my channel and such that I like to, you know, talk about my stories and what I've learned and all of that. So yeah. So maybe I might talk about that one day. Like I was mentioning on Saturday when I was doing a live about talking about this, you know, maybe starting a podcast, which a lot of you seem to like the idea. I had a lot of name suggestions come in, but now I don't know. I wrote down so many different names that now I'm like, I don't know which one to go with. So I went from having like not a whole lot of ideas to now I have like a lot of ideas. So I got to get that worked out. But that's something that I want to launch in September. I think I would want to launch that in September. I'm just going to do a little bit of Honest on my inner corner also. And I would say a brow bone highlight, but no, I haven't done my brows yet. So there's that. Okay. Shoot, I don't think I brought a brow pencil. Let me see if I have one in my stash bag. Oh, I should. I probably have the Wonder Beauty one in here. Have I seen the new Riki mirror? Yeah, I think if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I actually did get it sent over to me, which was super cool. I met like Glamcore and Riki Loves Riki at Generation Beauty last year, and they sent me a mirror, which I thought was super cool. But then like just a couple weeks ago, actually, I'm gonna use the Wonder Beauty brow pencil. It was in my stash bag. Just a couple weeks ago, actually, they sent me the new one, which I'm excited about because I'm gonna take it with me on my trip in October because it's kind of like its own little like vanity, and you can put like magnetic singles in there, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one. It's so hard for me to talk when I do brows, so maybe that's why I like didn't think about it at first. Okay. But yeah, what were some of the names? There was like Samantha Unscripted, Simply Samantha. Oh shoot, now I can't. I literally like I have a whole list of them written down. Positively Samantha. A lot of like March ones, like Marching On, Marching Forward, Marching. Those might have been the two marching ones with my name. Oh shoot, I did, and I can't think when I'm doing my brows either, but yeah, there was a whole bunch of names that I'd written down that I thought sounded really good. And I was putting together a list of like people that I want to come on and like interview and, you know, things like that, but I'm excited for it. Yeah, oh good. Oh, you guys are telling me which ones you like, yay. So yeah, hopefully I can get that going for September. Sorry, I just cannot talk when I do my brows. And then I try, and then they come out looking crazy, and I have to film 2 videos today. And then I just know the comments are going to be like, girl, what happened to your brows? Girl, I'm trying to do this while on a live chat. It's hard, okay? I believe my Sephora box is going to be delivered today, so I can film my haul video, which I'm pretty excited about. But sometimes packages don't come until like super late around here, and I really hope it comes soon because I won't be able to film tomorrow since I have to. There's no allergist in our new town. Learned that over the weekend. I'm like, what do people do here when you have allergies? So I'm pretty sure my husband is just SOL on his allergies. I don't know what he's gonna do. Usually we get injections, but he can't like his work schedule, like obviously my work schedule is very like flexible and his is not. And so I don't know what he's gonna do because I'm gonna have to make the drive into Des Moines tomorrow for my allergy appointment. And I feel bad for him because his are actually worse than mine right now. Mine just started kicking in. His has been like kicking his butt for like 2 weeks now. But I don't know what to do, I guess. I was calling around on like Thursday or Friday on this town to try to find it, and people are like, yeah, no, we don't do that. I'm like, oh, there's no, like you can't even do like allergy testing here. They don't do anything. So I don't know what people do around here if they have allergies. Because they really take you down, man. Like, they take you down. I used to feel really silly telling people about, like, you know, just like how badly I would feel. And like, I mean, there's been times where I've had to call in, or like I truly can't get out of bed because my eyes won't open. Like, my eyes won't open, and I'll just be laying in bed with like an ice pack on my eyes. People make fun of me like, oh, it's just allergies. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, actually, yeah, it is. And then when you have to go for, you know, weeks on end, it gets pretty tough. So, you know, Mitch was telling me the other day that someone told him he didn't believe being allergic to grass was a thing. And I was like, I have been allergic to grass, like cut grass. Oh, I can remember in elementary school, I wouldn't be able to go to recess because if the grass was just cut, there was no way. Like, I would have to, like, I'd have to stay inside. Like, I'd have to have indoor recess. And like, usually they're like, you can bring like a friend. And I'm like, hi, friend, do you want to not play outside today and sit inside with me because I have allergies? Like, who wants to ask a friend to do that? Oh my God, Johnny said, your husband's were so bad the allergist said he could have had permanent lung damage. Yeah, like, allergies are no joke. Now he says, you're allergic to grass, dust, and dogs. I'm also allergic to dogs, and it's like the worst thing ever. I hate when I see dogs, and all I want to do is like get up in their face, but they have like, you know, like big furry coats. I'm like, oh girl, don't do it. You know you're going to regret it. That's why Aries, Vishlas are I know that there's like a big debate of like whether dogs are actually hypoallergenic or not, but people say with Vishlas, your allergies aren't bothered because they don't have like an undercoat and they don't really like shed a whole lot, or, you know, things like that. Natalie said about getting a cockapoo. Yeah. I'm allergic to dogs too, and I have 5. Yeah. I mean, if you can find the right breed, because like my friends have German Shepherds and they have 2 very big German Shepherds, and before I go over, I have to take an allergy pill. I try my hardest not to, like, you know, it's so hard, they're so big. I just want to be like, what up, buddy? Because, you know, I feel bad because I'm like, oh, hi. Hello, dog. But especially if I know I'm going to be there, or like be there overnight, I don't want to be like too much up in them, because then, oh, it'll like break out all over my neck and my hands, and then obviously like my eye. Oh, ugh. Being allergic to dogs when you're a dog lover sucks, man. But yeah, I'm also allergic to like pollen, ragweed, you know, just like the outdoors, like some trees I'm allergic to. Like I said, cut grass. I'm like deathly allergic to cats though. Like, dogs, I can pretty much take an allergy pill and I'll be okay. Like, I wouldn't be able to own a dog that, you know, wasn't, you know, hypo or whatnot. I wouldn't be able to own one, or at least, you know, own a dog the way I want to own a dog, which is, you know, Aries sleeps in the bed with us. Like, she's always on my chair. Like, you know, we're like, I'm always all up in my dog, giving her kisses and telling her she's, you know, the most beautiful dog in the whole world. So, I mean, that's like what I would want to have, not like, you know, an outdoor dog or just a dog that I wouldn't be able to even like pet. That would make me so sad. But cats, I really can't even be around cats. Mitch has an aunt who sometimes we go to her house for like holidays and stuff, and we typically always have to leave early because of me. Because the moment that my allergies start to kick in when I'm around a cat, it's pretty much downhill from there. So we can usually only go for a little bit, and you know, they try, like, they put the cats away and like vacuum and stuff, which can kind of help make me last, like, you know, like an extra 5 minutes or so. But a lot of times we can't stay the whole time because of my allergies. So it's weird that cats are so much worse for me than dogs are. But yeah, allergies are no joke, man. They're a bummer. I just remember so many times as a little kid, like, just things that would get ruined for me. Like, my mom used to play horseshoes, if you guys are familiar with horseshoes. She used to be like in tournaments and stuff. And every summer we would go out to this house for this horseshoe tournament. It was like a really cool house, and it had like a pond, and like my little brother would, you know, go fishing, and there'd be like, you know, a tire swing and, you know, all these other cool things. Every year I'd be like, I'm going, like, I want to go, you know, my siblings gonna go, my cousin's gonna go, and they have so much fun, like, I'm going. And every year would be me in the house because I tried to be outside and I couldn't do it, and I'm in the house, you know, in the air conditioning, trying to recover from my allergies. Just like, I want to do fun things too. Nope. Oh, I didn't say, I'm using the Milani Highly Rated mascara for today. So, let's see. Sorry, I wasn't looking as I was doing my mascara. Oh, you guys are talking about your allergies. Diane, allergic to trees, grasses, ragweed, dust mites, mold, and the odd dog. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that Milani mascara. It gets a thumbs up from me. Okay, so we're at about 55 minutes. Yeah, I can't do, I know now with my allergies what I can do and what I can't do, and it's a bummer, but sometimes I just, you know, gotta sit at home in the AC. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm about at 55 minutes for my lip color, which is probably just gonna come off because I'm gonna eat lunch before we get our photos done too, but I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury JK Magic because I really like this lipstick. And I think it would go well with this kind of like pink look here. So thank you to everybody who came by the live chat. I had fun getting ready today. And hopefully, I will get a good driver's license photo. Let's all cross our fingers right now. Let's cross our fingers for a good driver's license photo. It's no guarantee, man. It's no guarantee for that, okay? Yeah, send those good vibes, Emily. You send me those. I'm accepting the good vibes. Thank you so much. Accepting those good vibes from you guys. I'm just kidding. I will definitely try to post a photo. Like, I know, like, I'll have to, like, cover things and stuff, but I will definitely try to post a photo of how I get it and see how we do. I swear, if I'm like, they're like, wait, how did I say I try to smile? This is my photo. I feel like that's going to be it. I feel like that's probably going to be it. But thank you guys so much for coming by the live. This is our final look. Again, if there's anything that you're interested in or what I was using, I will link everything. I will watch the playback and link everything that I use in the description box. I will be live tomorrow. What did we say? 5 o'clock CST and Wednesday at 12:30 CST if you want to come by for either of those. But thank you so much for getting ready with me. I hope that you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.